Hello everyone and welcome back to Train Sim 2. Today we're going to do the first scenario of rapid transit with talent 2 BR1442. We have to drive a northbound service from Markkleeberg Gaschwitz until Leipzig Messe for today. We're going to begin. So we are now in Markkleeberg Gaschwitz, the southern end of Leipzig S2 line, and have to drive this train calling at all stations as far as Leipzig Messe for today. Now let's sit in the driver's seat to begin with. Now let's set up the train, release the handbrake, control the pantograph, it's working properly, setting our lights, cabin lights are all set, so everything's here okay. Here is the timetable for the trains. Destination is Leipzig Messe out at line 7, platform 7 actually, and now just waiting for another train to pass. Now we can pass actually, it's green for us now. But before we proceed further, must wait like 1 minute, then we are good to go. Yesterday I bought for rapid transit also a BR182, and we did all the scenarios yesterday. Today we're going to try to finish all the 5 scenarios with a BR1442 talent 2. These trains are beautiful, very well made, they look awesome if you ask me, and it's also a pleasure to drive them because the speed and brakes are incredible for these trains, especially for a BR182 locomotive that has the best brakes and speed ever. Now a few seconds and we're good to go. From Markkleeberg Gaschwitz. On the map we are here actually. This is Markkleeberg Gaschwitz, here on the southern end of this line. Now let's close the doors and leave the station to our next stop, Markkleeberg Gaschwitz, or Markkleeberg Great City, let's say in English. We're approaching our first stop, and as usual we're going to start braking. We're going to climb down to explore this station for collectibles. We can see a route map here. Now we are from Markkleeberg Gaschwitz. We are here at this Markkleeberg Gaschwitz, Markkleeberg, and then Markkleeberg North, and then we begin to go all over Leipzig stations until Leipzig Messe on the map. We must wait a few seconds in order to proceed further to our next station. Now we can close the door. This is a hazard cone. Now on to our next station, Markkleeberg, over 1.8 kilometers. So now we are at Markkleeberg station. We're gonna stop for a while and then proceed on to Markkleeberg North. So I went a little bit further. No problem, we can still open the doors and allow passenger boarding. Actually, it's not that bad for passengers. You can just get out on the platform. This is a hazard cone here. There are not so many collectibles at this station, only a route map and hazard cones. Route map should be over here at this station. We arrived successfully Markkleeberg North too. So on the map here, it is right here before entering Leipzig Gaschwitz, the first station in Leipzig, and then do some 4 underground stations, Leipzig Bayerischer until Leipzig Central Station here, which is also underground, not upground, let's say. And then of course, for collectibles, besides that route map, a hazard cone should be up here. Yes, it's up here in this direction where I indicate now there is a hazard cone. Our next stop, Leipzig Gaschwitz, 1.8 kilometers. We successfully arrived in Leipzig Gaschwitz as programmed. Now loading the passengers here and then continue on to the next station, Leipzig MDF, and then going underground, serving 4 stations, and then there are only 2 stations remaining after that, Leipzig North and then Leipzig Messe. Now we'll finished our job here, on to our next station. For example, here it says where this train is going to, but not on this platform, so you don't know where this train might go because there is no indication here. This is a double train, double PR 1442 Talent 2, as you can see. It also arrived here on time, I suppose. Here in Leipzig MDL. And for collectibles, we have this hazard cone here on top of a station when you climb down and go through that way here, or climbing the stairs here and then go this way until here. And then we have a route map, if I'm not mistaken, right on this side too. I think there's a route map. Cannot see it clearly now, but it's time to go. So now we are going underground. Our next stop underground is Leipzig Bayerischer Bahnhof. Now we're going to use the driver's view underground. Now let's load the passengers here in Leipzig Bayerischer Bahnhof, and also let's look for collectibles like this hazard cone over here. And then if we going back here, we can see the route map, and now we are here underground Leipzig Bayerischer Bahnhof for this part. Then we only need 3 more stations to finish the underground work. So now we can close the doors and proceed. Our next stop is Leipzig Wilhelm Leuschner Platz. It's kind of long name, but I believe Wilhelm Leuschner was someone of high importance. Platz is square, actually, let's say in English. Leipzig is Leipzig as a great city. But before I continue talking, let's not forget to brake the train, otherwise I might run over the station. There was another train here that's going back to where we came from. We are now in this station. Only 2 more stations to go underground. Now let's see, there is a route map over here. Before closing the doors, I want to show you the hazard cones. I believe there are somewhere behind this part here. Good. Now we can proceed. Our next stop is Leipzig Markt. All these stations underground are very close one to each other, so it's very easy to finish them off, let's say. We are lucky to have great brakes to make sure we are not running over the station. Now we open the doors here. Let's look for collectibles as usual, but only this first scenario I'm gonna do that, not in all scenarios, because it's gonna be like logic. Here's some hazard cones. Beautiful station, if you ask me. This Leipzig Markt. A road map should be behind us. Should be somewhere over here on this side, if I'm not mistaken, or even maybe further. Here, right here is a route map on on this track where we came from, Markkleeberg Gaschwitz. Now we can close the doors and continue our journey on to the next station, Leipzig Hauptbahnhof, Tief. Actually, it's Leipzig Central Station, but Tief in German means underground, actually, or deep is the literal translation from English, deep, but we refer to as underground station. We are now in this final underground station to explore for collectibles. Well, there's this is not so big, this station, so no problem finding collectibles. Like a hazard cone over here on this side, and then a route map the other side perhaps. Now we've seen a lot of collectibles during this first scenario, so it shouldn't be a problem when doing the next scenarios, because we're gonna be much longer than this one. I'm looking for the route map now, but it's over here on this track. Okay, found it. Now we can proceed. Our next stop is Leipzig North, and then Leipzig Messe, and that should be the end of this first scenario with this talent to trade multiple unit. Now we are up ground, surface level. We can also increase its speed finally, because underground 4 stations you get the maximum of 50 kilometers per hour, as all the stations are very close one to each other. So now we are in Leipzig North. Then we still have one station over Leipzig Messe. That's on the board. This is indicated on the board. As you can see, there is a hazard cone right down this path. When we go under, in a route map, it should be somewhere over here, but I cannot see it yet. Maybe somewhere underground, but we have to close the doors. Our last stop, Leipzig Messe. I've played this game all over and over. The first version was in Chinese, then Korean, then Spanish, German, Dutch, and now English. I must also do a French version of it. It is yet to come. For those interested in understanding train games in more languages, don't hesitate to visit my YouTube channel, VAM Markkleeberg Trains, as it is called. And also, as usual, don't forget to hit the like button in PlayStation and also on YouTube, to comment if you like, and also subscribe if you wish. And if you are not sure where to find me on Google, you can click Train Sim TSW2 VAM Markkleeberg Trains, as I have set up a search inquiry for this entry. Or you can also tick like TSW2 English, Netherlands for Dutch, or Deutsch for German. You can tick on Google and also find videos of me, and then watch all of them at my playlist, because when you watch all the videos, you might not get a clear idea of why certain video is in other language than other, but at playlists this should be like easier for you to find. When you tick like TSW2 Netherlands on Google, you will find on the second page of Google videos of me, of the games that I've posted, I mean. And then you can click on the name itself and then see all other videos on playlists, and then do what you gotta do. And now we arrived at our last station, Leipzig Messe, and we also need to park the train on this side track here to finish the first scenario. Now for onto collectibles in these stations, there is a hazard cone here, as you can see, and a route map. It should be, I think, over here, but I'm not sure. Maybe if I go here on the street, but cannot do that with this external camera. Either way, now we're closing the doors and try to finish this scenario. So this track allows trains to turn back whenever they like, and also to store them for a longer period. We arrived here successfully. Now we must climb down for the train. Do nothing to secure the train actually. No need in this game. So we arrived here and we're gonna finish the job. This view is beautiful. I would like to thank everyone for watching this episode for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and comment. And we will see each other with new videos very soon. Take care.